Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another attempt number 31 of Vintage Story. We're playing on Wilderness Survival difficulty. It's extremely difficult to stay alive, but entirely manageable if you're being careful. In attempt 30, I kind of wasn't. I was chasing a boar, and I fell into a massive pitfall. It was enough fall damage to kill me, which is pretty crazy, because I'm playing as a class with like the highest HP. But it is what it is, right? It only took that one moment of reduced caution to kill me. Yeah, so we'll have to just be more careful. We get to have another start. Tom's World. Wilderness Survival difficulty as the baseline. 1 player life. Survival challenges. I will allow liquid transport by buckets. I will not have fire from lightning. I will turn off soil instability. Microblock chiseling will allow for most cubic blocks, and then we'll have the color accurate world map. Now, land cover. I think 40%, and then land cover scale of 125 with a landform scale of 120. Is that it? No, maybe 75 for land cover scale. I think that's it. 40, 75, and 120, but I will make sure. 40, scale 75. Yeah, looks like we're good. Now, multiplayer, we're gonna turn off class exclusive recipes so I can craft anything I want. Apply, create world, in we go. If you're looking for a list of the mods that are in use, we have them in the description down below. Hopefully we have like a better home base location this time, one that's easy to settle in. It looks fucking amazing here, kind of. Big open plains right there. We gotta grab a bunch of sticks, and we have to immediately start looking for cattails. I see some right over there, so that's good. That's one hell of a mountain nearby. All right. Family of goats over there. We need more flint. All right. Let's go get some cattails now that we have a knife. We're gonna have to spend our first couple of weeks here in-game building a shelter, gathering seeds, and preparing a whole bunch of clay products for entering the Metal Age. It's a big process. The early game in this is very complicated, and there's a lot that you have to do. But that's part of the reason why the game is so fun to play. It's hard work. Vintage Story, it's the opposite of other games. Other games, they give you instant gratification. very instant. But in this game, you have to work so much harder for the simplest of things. In Minecraft, if you want planks, you cut a tree and then put the wood in your crafting grid. In this, if you want planks, you have to play the game for like 8 hours minimum, right? It's a completely different beast of quality. Should be able to increase the size of my inventory if I get a whole bunch of cattails. I can weave them into baskets. We can equip up to 4 baskets to increase our inventory load. Okay. Are there more cattails around, or is that it? It looks like that's it, unfortunately. Let's continue to take a look around, though. All right. We're already doing way better on flax seeds than we were in the previous playthrough. We do have that going for us. Every playthrough in Vintage Story is going to give you completely different fortunes, different advantages and disadvantages. That's what's fun about it. Eat those. Let's make a basket. I have 3 more inventory slots available now. I see more cattails over there. Not very many, but I'll be able to make another basket and increase our inventory that little bit more. Okay, can make 2 more. Nice, that's an inventory right there. We get just a little more cattails and I can maximize it. At least for this stage of the game. We can make our inventory much larger, but you gotta acquire the tech. Oh, look at all this fucking flax, dude. What kind of trader do you think that is down there? I don't think it's a treasure hunter, unfortunately, but... It's gonna be a hell of a lot easier to get down there than it'll be to get back up, so... I guess I'm committing to going down here for now, but we'll keep our eyes open for additional flax seeds and shit. We can spend a couple days just wandering around collecting seeds while we seek out a place that we would like to live. We got options. Oh, that pitfall is not as deep as the one that killed us in the previous playthrough. If I fell down in there, I'd probably survive it. I'm gonna loot these later. Right now, I don't really have the inventory space for it. 2 farming vessels. Okay. We got some bony soil here too. We could grab that later. I see more flax over here. Let's grab it. Okay. We're doing great on flax seeds already. We have 44. A highly favorable spawn. Let's grab up these cattails and I can make my final basket. Who knows? Maybe this is the playthrough. Maybe this is the one, right? By the way, when was that timestamp? Hang on. Give me a second. Yeah, restore that. So, when I marked that, it probably would have been like 11 minutes in. Episode 1. 11 minutes in. Marked 2 vessels for looting later. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm making a tips and tricks video, so I'm gonna make sure I got a lot of timestamps, and we'll use the footage of this series for it, right? Let's make our final basket. There we go. Now. I think the place where I'd like to base up is kind of like over that way. It looked beautiful over there. But we're gonna wander around and just seek out seeds and crops, you know, get a bunch of food ready. Hopefully we don't get too over encumbered. It's pretty easy for that to happen, honestly, but we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna be very selective about what I do and don't choose to loot for a while. Okay. Even a fall like that pit back there wouldn't kill me. The luck that we had in attempt 30 falling down into that pit was horrible luck. Most of the time when you fall down into a pit, it's a, you know, slightly damaging fall, nothing lethal, nothing crazy. Yeah, we had a really unlucky occurrence in that last series. But that just means it's another opportunity at a fresh spawn, fresh investment, different luck, different fortunes and misfortunes. Every adventure is different. We found some peat soil right here. Let's mark that. I might even want to grab some while we're here. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a shovel. I'll grab like a stack, right? I think in vanilla, a stack only goes up to 32, but I have an increased stack size mod, which is going to allow me to take like 64 of it. I can't imagine playing without that mod anymore. Okay. There we go. We got a stack of peat. It's a good start. I see a lot of flax seeds over here. We're gonna grab as many cattails as we can and fill up our stack. We need it. I'm probably gonna want a minimum of 3 storage containers made out of reeds. Made out of cattails. Okay. More flax over here. We need these seeds, buddy. We're crushing it. We're doing way better on flax than we were able to do in the last playthrough. That's the thing, man. Playing Permadeath Vintage Story and dying, it's not always a bad thing. You get a fresh start. Completely different playthrough from one to the next. Completely different fortunes and misfortunes, happenings, right? I'm gonna get chat ready. I don't even have it open. Hello, Claire. Hello, Cameron. How are you guys doing? I didn't open it yet. Yeah, I'm opening it right now. I'm really sorry about that. It's good to see you guys. Let me test it out. There we go. Looks like it's working. Yeah, good morning, you guys. All right, let's grab more flax from over here. Zuzi's at work today. She has a pretty rough couple of weeks ahead of her in terms of days worked and like hours and stuff, but after that she's gonna have a much more lax schedule. There's more peat right here. Let's mark it. I haven't found any clay yet. I think I'm gonna make a hat. There we go. Now I should be mostly immune to rainfall. It's possible for you to like start freezing if you get too wet, but that should give us some cover from the rain if it happens to rain wherever we go. Yeah, she's got to work, Zuzi has to work 5 days in a row, and then she gets 1 day off, and then works again, and then gets another day off, and then she has to work another 5 days after that. It's kind of fucked, actually. But after that, she's only gonna have to work 4 days a week, and she'll always be getting 3 days a week off. So, like, super favorable, eminently favorable compared to the alternative. She's just got to cross that finish line. Okay, we have a new knife. Let's keep on gathering cattails. I want to try to fill up an entire stack of 128. It looks like we're probably not going to have a hard time getting a boatload of flax in this playthrough. We're already sitting on a wealth of flax seeds, and there's more incoming all the time. I saw a beautiful place that looks conducive for a nice base. Right around where we spawned. We're gonna go check that place out later. For now, we're just kind of scoping out the island, getting a feel for what's around, trying to locate some valuable resources and mark them on the map. I'm gonna want to get some footage of me. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so right here, this is what timestamp? 21 minutes. Beautiful. $21 in. Gathered a whole bunch of flax seeds and some berries. And then mention peat. I don't know when I gathered the peat. Hang on. Possibly mention peat. You gathered 64 of it between both prior timestamps. So if I can find that footage later, then I'll write down the timestamp of it. Oh, buddy, look at all the flax we're getting. We already have 91 flax seeds, dude. We need 128. In the last playthrough, I was hauling ass, busting, like bending over backwards trying to find it. In this playthrough, it's a lot easier. Okay. There's a shitload of cattails over there. Got some more berries. Let's eat. And then I'll fill up my cattail stack here. Oh my god, this is a beautiful place. You got like the big mountain over there. You got the ruins in the water. That's majestic as fuck, dude. We're at 100 cattails. You know, Claire, I don't tell you enough, but I really appreciate your enthusiasm. There are some times where I'm having like the most depressing day, you know, where I'm thinking about what my viewership used to be and what it now is, and sometimes you're literally like a cheerleader for the channel. Like you're literally raising the spirits, you know what I mean? I just want to express proper gratitude for that. Okay, we got 128 cattails. Let's leave the area. So we found some peat down here. There's some more stuff up there. Kind of want to check out what that is. It might be clay. I need to get a stack of clay. Possibly like 2. Yeah, this is clay right here. All right, mark it. Let's get a stack of it. We got to break this shovel anyway. might want to get 2 stacks of clay. At the very least, I can gather it until the shovel breaks. You don't think that white rock over there might be limestone, do you? No, it looks more like granite. All right. Our first night is almost over. I need to make a torch. Make sure I have some form of light source. So, I need more sticks. Oof, look at all this. Oh wait, I need a timestamp of that actually. So that would be like 25 minutes in and gathering clay. Yeah. I could eat these. We need to get some of those horsetails over there and try to make some bandages, but right now, honestly, making a torch is more important. I need light for when it gets really dark. So we make a fire starter, and then we also need to make a torch. Put it down, light it. Thank you, Claire, thank you. Did you hear what I said about you just a couple of minutes ago, by the way? Did you catch that? Or did you like step away? Okay, horsetail. We need 16 horsetail and then we're good. Don't need the water lily though. I told you, Claire, that I really appreciate you. I said that there's a lot of times where I'm feeling depressed. Like right now, I'm on day 5 without cigarettes, right? But I really appreciate the enthusiasm and excitement that you try to bring to the streams. It's been depressing, obviously, since YouTube changed what it did. My viewership used to be way up here, now it's way down here. It's been hard to cope with, but throughout it all, you've kind of been like a cheerleader, and you've been trying to raise my spirits and get me through it. And I just want you to know that I really appreciate you. Okay? I feel like I don't properly express it enough, but I really appreciate you. I appreciate the enthusiasm that you try to bring. And I appreciate the good cheer and raised spirits that you regularly cause every day. And I'm really grateful for you. All right, now our inventory is looking pretty damn full. let's make our bandages now. There we go. Let's eat a little bit. Yo, there's more flax over there. Holy shit, there's actually a lot around here. There's more peat right here, a lot of it. Good morning, Auspicious. Good morning, buddy. It's good to see you. Yeah, I rage quit Subnautica, but I stand by it. Okay, I think that ghost weed is overtuned for the sea moth. I stand by my claim. I think it's too much for the first vehicle. The thing is, you want the sea moth so you can start going deeper, but the game makes you go deeper so that you can get the sea moth. Like, I was going 300 meters down. I had to use an entire air tank just to slowly resurface. You know what I mean? And I kept on going down and coming back up and going down and coming back up and not finding the ghost weed. Like, it's just too rare. It's too rare of a thing to like your average Subnautica Joe, which I consider myself an average Joe in Subnautica. I don't know where the fuck ghost weed is. Now I could check the back of a reef pack to find certain plants, you know, but like it just turned it into a Google foo match, and I didn't like it. I was able to find every other resource on my own, but that ghost weed is the outlier, and I really don't like it. Yeah. Oh, you help a lot to cheer me up, Claire. You help so much, sister. Never forget it. All right, so I think I'd like to search the forest, but the fact that it's nighttime, it's a lot more dangerous. Let's get rid of this dry grass here. I don't need that. This shovel as well, I don't need that either. We gathered 2 full stacks of clay. I have over an entire stack of flax seeds. That's crazy good. Almost unbelievable. Okay, so we're gonna cut through the woods. We have to go this way, I think, to this clearing. I think that's where I want to be. There was a trader over here that I never even looked at. Maybe I'll go over there. I have to be very careful not to fall in the water with my torch, otherwise I might put it out. It didn't tell me that it was in the blood kelp. Google told me that it was in the blood kelp, but I was in the blood kelp trench and I couldn't find it. All I kept on finding was Gabe's feather. Like I was looking around, and that's why I feel like it's designed poorly, is because I had to use an entire air tank to look around, and then my second air tank, I couldn't even use it to look around. I had to use it to go back up to the surface. And I hated going up, like I hated going all the way down 300 meters, then all the way back up slowly for 300 meters and just not finding what I was looking for, right? Like it doesn't seem worth it to me. It doesn't seem like it's designed well. It feels like it was, honestly, I told the dev. I straight up commented on his mod page. I said, this is a major L. That ghost weed is the most out of pocket, like exorbitantly bad decision ever. I stand by it. I stand by it. All right, what kind of trader is this? It's probably not like a treasure hunter, given the look of the flag outside, but whatever it is, I'll mark it. I don't see any vessels here at these ruins. Survival goods supplier. Well, there we go. Survival goods trader. We got it. Well, and that's exactly it, right, Auspicious? I feel like it shouldn't, like, the mushroom forest, there's 2 mushroom forests that you can go to get that mushroom cutting. The bulb area, the bulbs are really easy to find. They're all over the place in a certain biome. The reason why I think the ghost weed is a tremendous mistake is because there's no, it's not a biome item. It's an extremely rare outlier in certain biomes, right? And that's, it felt like it didn't belong. You can easily find the mushroom chunk that you need from the mushroom forest, right? You can easily find the bulb chunk that you need. You can easily find, well, easily. You have to go to the biome, but you can find it. But that ghost weed is like, if you're lucky, you'll have a faint idea of where to look. But most people, like, they're not gonna know where to find it, you know? I feel like he should have made it a different flower that, I don't know, just one that's native to a biome and is very common within that biome, but necessitates you go to that biome to get it. I really didn't like it. I fucking rage quit. I can't go back to it. I just can't. Like, knowing that the ghost weed thing is part of making the Seamoth, it has completely turned me off from the entire overhaul mod. I got so frustrated, dude. If I wasn't quitting smoking for the past 5 days, then I might be able to deal with the bullshit, but I can't right now. For sure, I can't right now. But I do think it's bullshit. Yeah, this isn't just because I'm quitting smoking, this is because I do strongly disagree. Like, think about how far I got. Think about everything I did, right? I was enjoying it up until that point. It broke the resonance of the gameplay loop significantly because the entire game became dive down 300 meters, slowly go up 300 meters with your second tank over and over and over and over again. It drove me fucking insane. Yeah, I hated it. I honestly hate it. I can't play that mod. I can't. I loved the entire mod, everything about it, up until that point. Literally, the ghost weed just ruined it for me. Like, entirely. Making it necessary to get the Cyclops I can get behind, but not the fucking Seamoth, you know? Because the Seamoth is supposed to be like your first barrier of entry. Like, you get the Seamoth so that you can go deeper. Making somebody go 300 meters deep in the Blood Kelp Trench so they can make their first car is like ridiculous, you know? All right, moving on. We just need to continue going that way, and hopefully we'll find a good place to build around here. I'm gonna need full-fledged daylight in order to look around, though. I'll take this time while it's dark to try and gather some sticks and flint. There's a shitload of horsetail right here. It's a loaded forest. Lobster mushroom. I think those are edible. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna grab up a bunch of these. That can be our breakfast for tomorrow. Well, more Leviathans wasn't the only change, right? We had the randomizer working for us too. I still prefer the more Leviathans. Like, I have to disagree now, because in the end, it's about balancing, right? If an experience isn't balanced, then it's a shitty experience. And I feel like that's what happened with the Death Run mod. The thing is, I was able to tailor, like, I perfectly balanced the Leviathan mod. You have your, you know, you have your Ghost Leviathans and your Reapers, but the wild card is that you also have Sea Dragons in places where they're normally not there. And those can swallow you whole from full health, right? And the randomizer means that you're gonna have to go to special places in order to find shit where you wouldn't normally find it, and you don't know what you're gonna find when or where, you know? So I gotta disagree. I think that in terms of, like, what would I play again? If he patches the ghost weed, then 100% I'll concede. Yeah, it's better. But until then, I like the Leviathan one I made. It's such a strong point of contention for me. I feel bad about it because I was having fun. But once I got to that ghost weed part, it just flushed all my fun down the toilet. I lost all of it. It became so frustrating after that. All right, we got some more sticks. Walking through the woods. We're gonna need daylight in order to, like, look around for a base. But we have a shitload of seeds. We already have over 150 flax seeds. Yeah, we're good. Red currant bush. Are there more? No? All right. Oh, buddy. I just found surface copper. At night, too. That's crazy. Nice. That's huge. Yeah, finding surface copper is a tremendous help. Finding it at night is very unlikely, especially on wilderness survival difficulty where the surface veins are very rare. And that's exactly what I don't like doing, right? Like, you might have seen the part where I looked it up on Google, like where to find ghostweed. I hated doing that. I hate it. Because it's like imagine if you needed to find that emperor plant in the very beginning of the game. Like, that's what it felt like, is like, here's this super obscure, really out of the way thing that nobody knows without Googling. Have fun, right? It felt so dirty. I don't like games where they require a lot of Google food. That's why I really like Vintage Story, because the handbook is here. It teaches you all the mechanics in-house, and it has like an entire built-in compendium for everything, you know? The reason why a lot of games are obscure and complicated, like Minecraft is a big culprit for this, is because the developers own the wiki. So they want you to Google as many things as possible so that they get the ad revenue hits from you visiting the page, right? A lot of games are really, really bad for this. State of Decay 2 as well. Undead Labs kind of owns the wiki, so they oh my god, they benefit from every visit. A lot of games are intentionally obscure and misleading just for the sake of promoting traffic to a wiki so they can get ad revenue. Bro, how the fuck am I gonna lose this thing? It might have a seizure soon. Sometimes these guys have random ass seizures. I'm kind of hoping I can get it to happen. Come on, man. Come on, have a seizure. Fuck. God damn it. I can't get an opportunity to grab this spelt as long as it's coming at me. Well, I'm trying to lose it. It's fucking consistently voracious. not really leaving me alone at all. I'm trying to break line of sight and get away from it so I can grab the spelt over there, but so far, no dice. Ow, you fucking dick. All right. The sun's gonna be rising any minute at least. I'm very surprised that thing hasn't had a seizure yet. Usually they have like scripted seizures once in a while. I don't have a spear, so I can't fight it right away. Ugh, flax. Jesus, dude, I cannot lose this fucking thing. It's not having any seizures, which is insane. Like that's the thing about these guys is they have seizures and they kind of immobilize themselves. I'm literally just running in circles trying to lose it. Wait. Ha! You fucking idiot! I got you. Oh, IQ of 1,000. I am a cruel but fair lord. That felt good. Let's eat these. Well, that's the really shitty part about it is I was loving the mod. I was loving it, dude. And I was excited about like repeated playthroughs, like just over and over and over again until I got it, but that fucking ghost weed? No way. Yeah, I can't do it. Like I won't do it is the problem. I have like a point of pride where I'm just like, fuck that shit, design it right or I'm not coming back, you know what I mean? So hopefully the modder rebalances it, but I highly doubt it. I definitely expressed my grievance at how overtuned the ghost weed is on the mod page on Nexus. But, you know, most modders are pretty unchanging, shall we say? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have to try and locate a place where we want to base up. Waiting for the sun to rise was step one in that process. We need light. Wasn't there like a big beautiful mountain or something somewhere? I don't know. It would have been wherever we had spawned in. I saw a really beautiful place near our spawn. Oh my god. Yo, fuck that. That looks deadly as shit. That's just a massive pitfall. Yo, screw that. Screw that. I gotta close that up. You fall in that hole, you are a dead man. That is a massive fall. Okay, I have some lobster mushrooms that we can eat. Yeah, that mountain. There's honestly a few beautiful plateaus around here. Where do we base up? I love the look of that mountain. I really do. But I don't know if I could base up close to it or not. I don't know if I can base up in view of it. I wanted to base up over here in this big field, but anywhere will do. What about the edge of this peninsula right here? Or out here? It's hard to say. I like being able to swim or sail in as many directions as possible from our base. So I could go like west from here, east, south, north, right? Yeah, so either up here. Maybe we'll check out this peninsula. It looks like a forest. Okay. Can't do it, buddy. I can't abide. I cannot abide. I don't like it when people just half-ass, like, they cobble together half-assed experiences and call it a day. I expect balance, right? I would expect it from devs, and I would expect it from a modder. Just because they don't do it professionally for a job doesn't mean that they shouldn't do it right. All right. That is a lot of flax. Okay. Our inventory is pretty damn full. We're gonna need to find a place to base up. Theoretically, I could base up around here within view of the mountain. I was thinking of checking over there, but this place seems okay. Like, it's nice and open, spacious. But yeah, I'll go check this peninsula over here. I would love to have a view of that mountain, but it's going to be beyond my render distance by the time I find a place where I want to build. And I'll concede 6 Ways from Sunday that the mod is good. But it only takes one major misstep to completely ruin an experience, and for me, that was it. Like, I don't want to have to watch a video just to help me get through some, like, one stupidly poorly designed part. You know what I mean? I'm a major fan of things you can figure out on your own. But with the diving being as tedious as it was because of the bends mechanic, I didn't want to just keep on going up and down, up and down. And even when I did Google it, the game told me that it was in a biome that it actually wasn't even in. So it's like no way, I can't. The more I talk about it, the more I feel like I'm vindicating myself with every word. Yeah, we got to go out to the very edge of this peninsula, but I have to try to gather some sticks while we walk through the woods. We're gonna need a lot of sticks. And flint. We got some blueberries right here. Let's eat those. I'm gonna heal up. We could potentially get a shitload of resin on trees in this forest. Wait. Yo. I just found bees. I think they're on top of this birch tree. Yeah, there's bees up there. Let's mark this location. Beautiful. Okay. Bees secured. That's huge. That's fucking enormous for any playthrough. Start honey and wax production. I will try to grab all the resin that I can while we run through here, but I won't be basing up here. We'll go check the area to the north. Oh. Where is that? I swear to God I ran past a piece of resin. There it is. All right. Depending on how this peninsula looks, I might base up right here. We'll go check it out. Honestly, it does look kind of beautiful here. I could sail south, west, north, and east. I'm kind of tempted to just live here. I really am. The main disadvantage here is that I'm definitely on my own regarding my workshop. There's no like hills that I can naturally build it on. But yeah, we're good. We're gonna base up right here. We got the bees nearby. We have a massive forest full of pine trees where I might be able to get myself some resin regularly. We have copper also in the area. Not that much clay or peat, but I have found it on the island, so I could take a day trip to get more, and I might find more around here later. Okay. We cleared out a lot of the shrubbery. Let's go plant these birch trees over here. Grab that. And I'm gonna need a shovel. I also need to gather some dirt. Let's start by putting down a storage chest. Now that we know where we're basing up, I'm gonna build a boathouse over here later. Nice. All right. Yeah, we got to build a home. Probably going to want at least a couple of shovels so I can get enough dirt for it. Tedium I'm okay with. The fact that I like vintage story is proof that I'm okay with tedium, but I'm not okay with aimless wandering unless I Google something, right? It's where I have to draw the line. I can't be responsible for how poorly the dev designed that one part, you know what I mean? It sucks. I want to go back to it too. I want to go back to it and have a whole lot of fun in it, but if I know that that's waiting for me, then I'm just not going to bother, you know? Sucks, dude. Well, it said on the page, I looked it up on the wiki. I looked up the ghost weed and it said that I could find it there, right? It said that I could find it in the bulb zone or in the blood kelp zone. But apparently I was in the wrong bulb zone. Like it's like, come on, right? We're gonna have a very large, wide open, flat space to work with. It'll be nice. This'll just be my home peninsula, I suppose. I won't be able to get rid of these stones until I can make a metal pick. That's a ways off. Well, I mean, and that's exactly the problem, right, Auspicious? Like, it was way too much of a heavy gate to have for the first vehicle. Like, I know I can receive the answer and be told what I was doing wrong, but I'll always feel like what's wrong is just the design of the mod, that's even a thing. Ripening. I'm gonna need more food soon. Really soon. I didn't get any opportunities to get much hunting done. We certainly didn't find as many boars in this playthrough as we had found in the prior. Alright, let's build another chest. Just one will do. Head back. Deposit. We gotta set out. We gotta find more food and shit. I can come back and build the home itself later. All right. Yeah, we should be good. Let's go. This is my home at the very tip of the peninsula where the bees are. That's where we live. That's where we return later. For now, I gotta pick up more sticks. Maybe more flint. Resin. And food. Most importantly, food, because I'm about to get pretty fucking hungry. Right. Nice. A lot of resin around here. Let's grab it. We are about to start having hunger problems. I might want to make a few spears and try to hunt, but I can't even cook it anyway. Not while I'm traveling. We'll try to find some mushrooms and berries in transit while we look around. I don't want to eat the raw grain that we have. It's more valuable for porridge later, right? There's There's our first hunger pang. Not good, buddy. We gotta find something to eat. I could eat the flax grain. I'm okay with eating the flax grain. Yeah, we'll eat that at least. We have a shitload of flax grain. It's barely nourishing at all. We can just knock that back. I don't even use this shit for porridge. I'd rather use spelt or rye. Fool's cone cat. I think that might be one of those hallucinatory mushrooms. Ruins. Is there any special loot around the ruins? There's some bony soil, I suppose. I hear running water underneath. So we have a home base worked out. We found a surface copper vein. We also found bees, which is super fucking lucky this early in the game. We haven't done any hunting yet. I'm gonna have to make some spears in order to get started on that. But it's a pretty good start so far. And we have a shitload of flax seeds. At this point, really, we're gonna want to try to find more vegetable seeds. That's more important. Yeah, we have a lot of grain seeds already. And flax for cloth, as well as twine. There's a brown bear over there. I could hunt that, but I would need some weaponry in order to do it. I'll make 2 stone spears. It'll get us started. All right. This can go really wrong if I'm not careful. You're gonna attack me, buddy? Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding. Go. Yeah, it's coming. I need a flat open space to fight it. Where is it? Wow, he's really screwing the pooch. Usually bears just can't wait to fuck you up. This is extremely sus. All right, let's grab this. Weird. This bear is like, oh, here it is. Okay, now's our chance. We can fight it. Holy shit. Okay. Jesus, now we finish it off. Oh, brown bears used to be so much worse to fight before the update. I'm glad they're in the place where they're at now. There's another resin over there. We're gonna have to grab that. Let's get close enough to nail it with another spear throw. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Good. I'm not going to be able to treat his pelt and make bear armor until I can render this fat, but yeah, we'll need to get a cooking pot for that. Let's eat these berries. We did get 14 bush meat, which we can cook later. I'm just gonna delete the 2 dirt right there. Grab this. And let's eat this flax grain. I'm hoping to find like boars or something, you know, get some red meat. We do not have a surplus of food at all. I haven't been finding that many mushrooms. It's gonna be a hard life for a while. We got some chicken. Wow, that chicken just killed itself. Nice. Right on, Claire, right on. You got a happy tummy or what? Oh, hey. There's a piece of red meat on it. We got some food. I could theoretically go back to base and get started on building it up. Theoretically. I'm gonna store these right here for now, so I can grab these berries. Eat them. Hey, nice, I found peat. Oh, that's good. Well, it's a hell of a lot closer to our base than all the other peat that we found. I would love to find some clay around here too, because we will need more eventually. Let me take a look at what clay looks like on the map. It's got a reddish hue as opposed to a brownish one. This might be clay, it could just be more peat, but we'll go check. Yeah, let's go take a look. Yeah, that looks like peat to me. Yeah, it is. We'll still mark it though. All right. Is there any clay near our elected base location? Thus far, I don't see shit, but... yeah, I ain't seeing fuck all. Okay. Well, we have 2 stacks of clay to start. Let's head home. I got some food, at least enough to tide us over for a while we figure our shit out. Got some berries to eat. Got some cranberries. It's a damn shame that I can't find any clay around here. That'd be real fucking nice. It's good that we found the peat, but that could be clay up there. But it looks to be the same color scheme as the peat right here, so I'm doubtful. Anyway, we'll just head home and we'll start what we can. I haven't found or marked any medium fertility soil for the garden yet. There's a ruin over here. I'm gonna mark that. We'll search it later. Hell yeah. And right over there, I'll mark that too. That's another ruin. Could be good loot in those that we could find later. Oh, we got tons of stuff in the early game. Damn straight. Yeah, we had a really good early game. We even found bees while you were gone, Claire. We found a beehive and everything. Extremely lucky. Yeah, we got to do some clay forming. Nice. I got more resin. Picked up a good amount of sticks too. We're gonna have to immediately get started on producing a cooking pot, some bowls, and storage vessels. Those are our immediate priorities right now. Hopefully, the food that we have gathered thus far will sustain us until we can get that done. Can't see why not. Yeah, let's head home. Such as it is. Bitter bolette. I don't know if that's edible or not. The word bitter implies no, but we'll find out. Oh, look at this. We got a little copper nugget right here by base. Wonderful. It's tiny, but still, it is surface copper. I need to get started on constructing a base now. So let's deposit what we can. We got some seeds here that can amalgamate in that storage, and then resin, followed by some flax fibers. And I'm gonna need to make a campfire in order to cook our food. We don't exactly need a shelter yet. I could prioritize the other shit we have to do first, like the cooking pot and the storage vessels. We'll get those producing for tomorrow. Okay, we got a lot of dry grass. Gotta place that down. I need to create a wood cutting axe. Get some wood. Dehydrated vegetables, MSG, sugar, cornstarch, spices. Vegeta, salt and Vegeta? Wow, where's Goku? That's awesome. I've never heard someone unironically say the food Vegeta before. Wow. All right, let's cut this birch tree down right here. Yeah, me and Zuzi, we love pork and chicken. We love it. Primarily because we're too poor to afford beef, and we only have fish like once a week. But we love pork and chicken. What really sucks though is that my favorite cut of pork is shoulder steaks, right? Or just a roasted pork shoulder, but we can't find pork shoulder here in Czech. At least not with any level of regularity. All right, let's make some firewood here. Make a whole bunch of it. Stack that shit. We need to make a fire. Take that out. Grab the peat. Stack it right here beside the firewood. light the fire. And let's start cooking the bush meat that we brought home. I'll do the red meat first. We also have some chicken. Yeah, we did a good job finding some food. A good enough job. All right. Bear hide, fat. We're gonna want to create like a little cellar. For now, let's just get started on our clay products and get that task squared away toward completion. Grab the cooked meat, put the bush meat in there. Actually, the chicken first. Let's eat that. Okay. There. We have just about 2.5 stacks of rammed earth. Once this chicken is cooked, we're gonna... Oh, right. That's what I can do right now. We need 4 cooking pots. Chicken's done. Throw the bush meat on there. You need to go to a butcher directly and ask for it, eh? It's called podravka there. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. MSG, yeah. You're like me. Well, MSG is apparently it's an excitotoxin, kind of in the same category as aspartame. It stimulates the pleasure centers in the brain, causing micro-orgasms with each ingestion. That's why ramen is so popular. And that umami flavor is basically MSG. Okay, there we go. I think I only need like 1 bowl for eating. Because you don't use bowls to make the fat lamps anymore. So maybe I'll just try making like 1 bowl. I don't really see myself needing more than that. If all I need it for is to eat. Now, I will make a crucible. Okay, and 2 oil lamps. We'll have all this stuff being prepared before dawn. And we have some food. I'm happy to say we do have some food that we can lean on for the time being and stay fed. Yeah, MSG is, it's just kind of like an addictive food chemical type thing. I don't think it's artificial. Like, I think they extract it from a natural place, but cyanide is also natural. It's in the same category as aspartame. Pretty sure. All right, let's deposit the low fertility soil, the feathers, the dry grass. I'll actually need that dry grass. All right, grab it. And we're gonna need a bunch of peat. I haven't made any storage vessels yet, but I feel like it's more important that I get an early start on this cooking pot shit. So let's go over here. I think there might be a patch of sand or gravel that we could use. Yeah, perfect. Kind of. We'll have to clear a bunch of the flammable shrubbery away, but it'll work. Yeah, this'll do for now. All right. Grab that. Get these lit. They're fireproof. And now I'll try to get at least 2 storage vessels going as well. Oh yeah, right, it's Mother's Day. I should fucking call my mom. Holy shit. Okay. Let's go check on this over here. Looks like we ran out of peat in the fire. I'd imagine 4 peat might finish the job. Let's keep on doing clay forming here. I need to make some storage vessels. At least it's quiet tonight. You know, it could always be worse. There could be a shitload of monsters attacking us. We don't even have a shelter to work in, so... Yeah, this peninsula seems like it'll be a safe and efficient base location. Anyway, after about 16 hours, I should have access to the cooking pot and the bowls and stuff. Then I'll be able to render fat and prepare quality meals to keep myself more fed. All right. If it's next week in North America, then that means I still have time. Yeah. All right, I have another week. Good, good. I haven't talked to my mom in a while. It's kind of scandalous, but I was very happy to move away from my family 6 months back. I never had that much luck in the family department, to tell you the truth. With the exception of Susanna. All right. Well, we got 3 storage containers done. I'm gonna try to get 6 done, but I don't know if I have enough clay to get all 6 done. But we still have a decent amount of food, at least. I'm happy about that. Food-wise, we have a shot, right? And you know what? We didn't really... It was a very interesting hunting trip. We found a dead rabbit, we killed a couple of chickens, and we hunted a bear, right? But those 2 pieces of chicken, 1 piece of red meat, and 14 bush meat are more than enough to sustain me for a while. Hunting trips don't have to be perfect. It's a sharp contrast to our previous series where I had hunted a shitload of boars like it was nothing, and got a whole bunch of food really quickly, and I was sitting on like 70 meat by day 2. Every playthrough is different. Every adventure is different. You have varying fortunes and misfortunes between attempts. That's why I really like Vintage Story. How long have I been in Czechia? Just about 6 months. Just about. I don't even remember when we moved here. I don't really store long-term memory all that well. I could try to remember. I think we moved here in October. Yeah. Mid-October. Well, we'll see, Claire. We'll see. I value families sticking together, especially if your family members are good to you, if they respect you, and you know, as long as they're kind. It's just that with my family, everyone in my family was either an alcoholic or an asshole. So it's like, you know, I got the hell out of Dodge. I don't like living alone. What's really funny is now me and Zuzi, we just live with her family and they're great. Like, they don't have the passive aggressive, like, narcissistic dynamics. They're all very sweet people. They're all rationally sane. They're a little unhealthy, but I'd rather have an unhealthy, compassionate person in my home than like someone who's just really dysfunctional or neglectful or even cruel. Yeah. I don't know what the hell my stepdad's disease was. I don't think he was a narcissist. I know what encompasses narcissism, and I don't think that's what was wrong with him. I just think the entire family had like this rampant dysfunction on my stepdad's side, because tragedy followed that family around like a lost puppy. When my stepdad was a kid, his younger brother got run over by his older brother, who was drunk driving and died, like playing in the front yard, right? So that the family was completely fucked. And then like later on, he had a son, named it after his dead younger brother. That son ended up being a little sociopathic, but he still got all the favoritism because he was named after my stepdad's dead brother, right? It was like he could do no wrong, even when he did atrocious and monstrous shit. And and what's really crazy is that my stepdad's mom lost her brother when she was a kid because he got dragged to death by a horse. So like this one woman, she had her son run over by her other son, and her brother got dragged to death by a horse. And so I don't think the family had narcissism in it. I just think that the family was so torn by the experiences that it had gone through that it could no longer, like, it believed more in the cruelty of fate and the cruelty of the world than the good of it. And they had no patience for anything, right? They were very judgy people. They had low patience for peril or trouble. It might have been like a minor narcissism, but I never got that vibe from my stepdad, at least. He seemed like he was just fucking tired, you know? But he was an alcoholic, just like my mom. Of course, you couldn't tell them that they were alcoholics. They'd deny it 6 ways from Sunday, but they totally were. All right, let's put these in here. Let's eat the chicken. And just a few years ago, there was a motorcycle accident with my cousin on my stepfather's side of the family, and her husband died and she lost a leg. Like, that was just a few years ago. Like, I shit you not, either that family has the worst karma imaginable for like sins of the past or whatever, or like they're just God's favorite practical joke. You know what I mean? Like, they honestly have the worst fate of any family that I've ever seen. And I say that, like, my family had a horrendous fate too. I've had family members die. I lost my brother. My mom's been an alcoholic her whole fucking life. Like, we've had my sister has like a borderline personality disorder and narcissism. She has like the affliction. My mom was 3 times divorced. Like, we've had a bad family for all intents and purposes. And we were also, we were tight-knit with my stepdad's family, which was a punishment in and of itself, right? Like, they were kind of a rotten step family, but what me and my mom and all of us have had to deal with, it's nothing compared to what my step family has had to deal with. Their lives suck, dude. Like, I do not envy them. And the shitty part is that they are so far removed from basic humanity that I don't really think they're gonna ever get back to like a form of innocence with each other. I don't think they'll ever be, like, for lack of a better term, okay. I think they're always just gonna carry what's happened to them and let it kind of dictate how they live their lives. All right, we don't really have enough peat to finish everything, but I could use some firewood to fill in the gaps. This, just to give you guys an example of what it was like, this didn't happen to me, but that step family I've been talking about, the brother who ran over the younger brother, he got sick and he's passed away now, but basically my aunt on that side took care of him and then sued his daughter for financial damages after he was dead. Like, his daughter, who had nothing to do with their brother's death, she sued her so that some of the costs could be like covered. Isn't that insane? Like, imagine your own flesh and blood. You resent their father so much that you sue them for damages after, right? Like, that just, it blows my mind. And on some level, you kind of want to view what's happened to their family as some sort of karmic balancing act. It sucks to look at it that way. Because you wonder if the chicken or the egg came first. You wonder if they were always douchebags before they lost the plot. Or if they lost the plot because of the misfortunes befallen them, right? It's a tricky rub. Okay. I brought the torch. I need it. Anyway, we now have 6 storage vessels coming in, along with our cooking pot and bowls and oil lamps. Yeah, we did okay. Another 10 hours and I'll have access to a cooking pot, but we're gonna have to spend all day running around, gathering food, hunting animals, trying to get hides and fat. Getting busy, pretty much. Just getting really busy. We gotta move. We gotta get shit done. trying my best to make sure a forest fire doesn't happen. It's a... That tree should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm just gonna get rid of this just in case, extend it, and then also this. All right, everything's lit, everything's producing. I think I'm gonna make a third storage container. Put it down right here. Okay. We'll leave the dirt here. Take these to make more tools. Cattails, dry grass. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, well, that's what, did she win? I have no idea. I didn't really ask my mom if she won or not. I could ask and I could find out. You're an atheist, eh? You want to talk about that a little bit, or are you pretty settled? Because I feel like I can make a very strong case for why atheism might not be accurate. But a debate has to go both ways, so if you're not interested, I'll zip my lip. We're gonna want to make more spears. We have to try to get a lot of hunting done today. A lot of hunting. I like Gabor Mate, and I believe in a lot of the things he says, but I do know that narcissism is real. I've seen it in my personal life. There are some people who erect a bubble around their brains so that they are always the victim and everybody else is always the perpetrator, even when there's like observable, documentable evidence to the contrary. Like, narcissism does exist. There are some people who will ceaselessly delude themselves into believing they're always the victim, even though they're the ones screaming at you, manipulating you, always wanting to get their way. It's real. It's real. Like narcissism, at least, I can vouch for being real. I've seen it in my own life. Do I think it stems, like, it definitely comes from trauma. It's trauma induced. That's where the bubble comes from, right? They erect the bubble to protect themselves from, like, shady self-contemplations and dark introspection. But just the same, yeah, like, I didn't believe narcissism. I used to think everybody was just like, narcissism was a way that we describe assholes and that they can be rehabilitated, but I'm not so sure anymore because I kind of saw it in my own life. I don't really see much of interest over here. That is an interesting perspective. It might not be a disorder necessarily, because a disorder implies that it's not natural or it shouldn't be happening. It's possible that it's a perfectly normal thing. That, like, if somebody suffers abuse, then they become like, it's a natural survival mechanism. So I think maybe that's what you're getting at, Auspicious. Yeah, it's not a disorder. It's perfectly orderly for the person who undergoes the neurological change to survive their lives, right? Yeah, I would agree with that too. I think that we classify a lot of things as disorders when they're just natural recourses for the things that people live through. Like some would classify like ADHD as a disorder when I think it's just an evolutionary trait that was beneficial before, and now it's less so. Now we're drugging kids who can't sit still because those kids would have been the ones who had amplified threat detection in ages past, and they would have been the first to notice things that were wrong for the village. Well, on the point of atheism, there's only one thing I want to say to you. What seems more absurd? That there was once nothing and then nothing farted into something, or that there was a creator, right? Like, it's... Atheism confuses me only because the universe exists. That much we can verify. I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, there is... This desk is here, we have matter, we have space, we have time. Everything exists. So one of two things is true. There was an architect, and something gave birth to more something. Or, as atheists propose, nothing. Farted, and then everything happened. Like, the Big Bang is literally there was nothing, nothing farted, and everything came out of the fart. Like, it just... It's weird, you know what I mean? And when you compare those two possibilities, it seems more likely that there is a God than there isn't. Because I would sooner believe that God farted and then gave birth to everything than nothing farted. You know what I mean? The best argument against nothing is the fact that the whole universe is something. You know what I mean? Like, if nothing was really all there was, then we wouldn't be here. Right? Now, we can debate 6 ways from Sunday about, like, is humanity a creation of alien scientists? And, like, are we misconstruing alien scientists who created us in a laboratory with a wholly omnipotent being? Possibly, right? But then who created those scientists? Where did life truly originate? What's the origin story of the universe at large? There's more bees over here. Let's put the bee marker. Nice. Thought I heard a wolf out there. I'm gonna go ahead and make more spears. 2 more. Well, atheism is primarily the belief that there is no God. That's all it is, right? But the thing is, there's no other. God is the only logical way to explain the origin of the universe. Like as though, you know, God is like the essence of creation. There was once nothing, but nothing wanted to be something, and that want for nothing to become something could have just been God, you know? Holy shit. Oh my god, that's quite a drop. Yeah, the game tried to pull a fast one on me there. I'm trying to run this wolf to a place where I can fight it more safely. Alright. We need to get some medium hides or something. And more fat wouldn't hurt. Alright. Nailed it. It's a name people give things they can't explain. Yeah. Auspicious. Okay, so you're not an atheist, you're an agnostic. Yeah. Agnostic is basically like when you say, I don't know what's out there and I have no way of finding out. There could be a god, there could not be a god, but it's above my pay grade and I don't really know. If that sounds more like what you believe, then you're not an atheist, you're an agnostic. Yeah. Am I religious? I'm a Christian. Yeah, I'm a Christian. There's a lot of historical precedent to sort of verify the life and miracles of Christ. So I figure it's a smart horse to place your money on, you know? And I find that the biggest problem with modern society is that we don't follow Christ's teachings. You know what I mean? Like abortions and shit. A competition-based society instead of a cooperation-based one. A lot of people look at society and they say, well, look, this is this Christian nation is horrible, but the truth is the problem with the nation in North America is that it's not Christian enough. It forgoes the morals of the religious foundation that it's built upon in exchange for like self-interest and personal gain. Okay. I found some peat out here. I'm hoping to find some clay in the area. Chicken, feathers. Let's eat this. Inventory is pretty ragged already. I'll store the bushmeat down here. All right, peat soil. Is an atheist the same thing as an agnostic? Because an atheist, I believe, is defined by the notion that there is no God. What is atheism? Let's Google it. The absence of belief in the existence of deities. Yeah, it translates from the Greek words a and theos, which means without God. It rejects theism and does not hold the belief that any gods exist. So they're not the same. Yeah, they're not exactly the same. Atheism and agnosticism. They're a little different. Hey, we have medium fertility soil here. Let's mark that. Medium soil. Boom. We now know where we're getting it when it comes time to create our farm. God, I can't find... Oh my god. I can't find any boars to hunt. Like, anywhere. I would love to find some boars. I need some fucking food, man. We're really struggling for food in this playthrough. I'm gonna have to go deposit. And I'm really hoping I might be able to find some fucking berries or something. The fuck is a beauty berry? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, I found 4 onions that we can eat to tide us over for a bit. The hell? What's going on here? Why can't I pick up those onion seeds? There we go. Oh, okay, it was a glitch. Let's get rid of that shovel. There's a bunch of goats right here, potentially, but I would need to come back later. We are much too hungry and much too full on inventory. Okay. Yeah, we don't have that many good hunting opportunities around this area. I'll want to go further inland and explore there. For now, we have to deposit, though. Yeah, and yeah, I'm kind of the same, Claire. I feel like I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Catholic, and I don't align myself with any church. I just use Christ as a foundational belief in who and how I should be. And I think very critically about stuff. Like, I don't believe thou shalt not kill. In fact, I know that historically that was a mistranslation. The actual commandment is thou shalt not murder. Yeah, there were two Hebrew words. There was ratzak and harag. One meant murder, the other meant kill. The commandment is thou shalt not murder, which means that even God knows that self-defense is right and that sometimes you have to take a life for the greater good or your own survival. But conveniently, they mistranslated it from thou shalt not murder into thou shalt not kill, presumably to stop poor people from killing corrupt ruling politicians. Like, yeah. I'm not one of those Bible thumpers who's just going to believe everything the Bible says. I believe that there could be nefarious intentions with some of the Bible passages, like Romans 13:1 is a big one. Romans 13:1 says that you should never rebel against authority figures because they were placed in their positions by God. And that's a nice cope, but that was written by elites for elites. Like, let's be honest here. Let's be completely honest about it. There is no way in hell that the Christ who was flipping over tables in a bank because it was turning people away from the Holy Spirit would truly believe that. Let's put these seeds in there. We got a lump of fat right here. We got some raw poultry that I will cook. It ain't much, but it's food. We can empty our inventory and do more exploring, but I'm hoping to get a lot of hunting done. I need more meat. Put the seed in here. Resin. Medium hide. Yeah, it's rough out here. We're struggling. We're doing really good. Like, we're flourishing in certain regards, but struggling in others. You know what I mean? Well, atheism doesn't have the answers, but no, dude, I'm telling you, that's not atheism. You're not an atheist. Agnostic. An agnostic person is a person who believes that the existence of God or divine or the supernatural is unknown and inherently unknowable. It represents a position of suspended judgment, neither affirming or denying, neither theistic or atheistic, due to a perceived lack of evidence. Yeah, that's not atheism. You are agnostic. 100%. Like, it's right there. Well, I feel like religion, I believe that there's a lot of good to it, but I believe in humanity's ability to corrupt good things for bad purposes. Look at the pharmaceutical industry, right? It started out as a desire to heal everyone and to care for the sick. It was originally a very Christ-like industry, but then it became all about profit manufacturing illness for continued treatments and profit margins, right? And I think that religion, in the very same way, Christ's teachings have been co-opted and usurped by nefarious interests. Yeah, that's the thing. Demons don't care about evil institutions. They want to corrupt good ones. If there is a devil, he doesn't care about people who are already on his side. He wants to corrupt and pervert more forces for his own purposes, you know? And the devil laughs a little bit every time somebody says religion is bad because a priest molested a child. He celebrates a quiet victory. What is this? Liberty Cap? I'm not eating that. I'll get stoned as fuck and I don't want it. I gotta find some animals to hunt. We need some fucking animals. The hunting is so dry. I know there's goats back there, but I'm looking for like a big ass family of animals that I can take down. I haven't found any puffball mushrooms or field mushrooms the whole time. Fucking hurting out here. I see a goat over there. We'll try to hunt that. Hopefully it's the start of a fruitful hunting trip. It's okay. It's coming at us. All right, we took out this one. I'm gonna have to eat. I'm currently starving and I'm injured, so I'll have to use some bandages, but we got 10 meat. That's good. It is a great start to what is hopefully an ongoing hunting trip. Let's use 2 bandages and then eat. Well, you might think it's a fairy tale, but you can't disprove the existence of Christ and miracles any more than I can prove it. However, like I said, there is a lot of historical precedent and similarities between stories of different people over thousands of years, which serves to affirm the existence of Christ rather than deny or disprove it. You know what I mean? And you can't call it a fairy tale because you don't have evidence that it didn't happen. These woodlands are very dense. This is going to be a very difficult hunting trip. Okay. It is debatable whether or not God sent Christ, you know. It's debatable. Maybe Christ was just tapping into the essence of the divine that we're all capable of tapping into ourselves. You know, maybe Christ just, he locked in and tapped into something that we can also find, like divine powers of creation, healing, and reality manipulation. Who knows, right? Just keep an open mind. Oh, okay, we're getting attacked. Let's move. I have to try to take this goat out. Shit, okay. I got hit, but we're good. We can try to finish this one off. We're using a lot of bandages, but that's because the hunting is going good. All right, we got it. Ground, well, sure, nonsense, but let me put it to you this way. Where did life come from? Like, for real, like, where did existence come from? Why are we here, right? How are we here? That alone, the existence of the universe and the existence of life is a miracle in and of itself that we cannot explain. By rights, it is a supernatural occurrence, right? The fact that the natural world exists is a supernatural thing. Because we have the existence of existence with no traceable origin for it. We don't know how, what is. You know, we don't know how existence came to be. That alone is an inexplicable miracle. Compared to that, a person walking on water seems like a Tuesday. You know what I mean? And I do agree with that point. It's like, Christianity seems to be the prevailing notion because of, like, you know, what year is it? That type thing. Well, the fact that we exist, it's a strong case for miracles, buddy. Where did the universe and planets and galaxies come from? Where did it all come from? How is something forged out of nothing, right? How does existence exist? That question stumps everybody. Shit, these guys aren't making the hunt easy. Nice, blueberries. I'm very hungry. Oh, thank God, there's more blueberries here. A lot more. Oh, thank you. I was getting pretty worried about my hunger. Well, just keep an open mind, buddy. There may not be a God, but there may be one. There may not have been miracles, but there may have been. True wisdom is leaving your mind open to the possibility, not rejecting one in favor of the other, right? Okay. I can't even see these goats through the tree line. Oh, shit. Okay. This could be dangerous, but it could also be lucrative. It's hard to say right now. I don't want to go down there with the goat, otherwise it might fuck me up, you know what I mean? I kind of want to just try to kill these guys, like, from here. I can go down and kill the babies easily enough after the parent is dead, but this parent is a threat. If it started attacking me down here, I'd be stuck here with it, and it would actually have a huge chance of winning. Okay, there we go. I'm a monster. I'm killing goat babies. Okay, here we go. It did turn out to be a good hunting trip. I can throw the spears, but then I disarm myself and I don't have a weapon, right? You're watching a little turtle eat. That's precious. All right, got some meat. I don't like the sound of that wolf nearby. Hopefully he doesn't come down here. But so far, hunting trip has been all right. Let's get rid of the small hides and the horsetail. All right. All right. Let's find our way out of these fucking woods. I hear another goat, and I know that there was another adult goat out there. I'd like to try to find it. If we can. A boar. Hey. That's an easy hunt. Kind of. And it looks like he fell into the little pit down there, so he might be easy to dispose of. Hell yeah, buddy. What a hunting trip this is indeed. Well, I didn't take the small bones. No, I don't care about the small bones. I only care about the big ones. But right now, big bones can't even spawn here because of the horsetails in the way. All right, now. Yeah, so far, this has been a great hunting trip. There's another beehive around here, by the way. I hear a goat down there. Should I give chase? Probably, eh? These mushrooms are edible. I'm gonna grab up a bunch of these. There's a shiver down there. I'd rather not pick a fight with it. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, go. Okay, we killed one boar. Oh, fuck. Alright. I don't really have another spear right now, so... I'm kind of hoping I can have a window of time to make a couple more. It looks like it. But I also might get attacked by that wolf to my right, which I'm pretty worried about. Okay. There. I now have 2 more spears. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're gonna have to try to track him down after. For now, let's find the boar over here that I killed and did not skin. Right here. I need to heal up. Let's heal. Well, shit. I don't know if I'll be able to track these boars down, man. They're far. I mean, I'll try. Wait. Right here. Yep, good hunting trip. Let's try to get home alive with all of it. Things looked good yesterday and we still died, so. You put a picture in the Discord of a baby turtle, eh? I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. Oh my god. That is precious. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Let's grab some more vines. We have to get out of here. Oh my god. All right. It did turn out to be a really great hunting trip, and now we have a whole bunch of food that we can cook with the cooking pot that we just made, right? All right, let's go. That wolf sounds really close. All right. So, home is to the east. We need to head east. All right. Oh, auspicious, yeah. If you go to the home page of my channel, go to the posts tab, and there's a forever invite link that, well, it lasts forever. Yeah, just go to the posts tab on my channel, on my home page. Man, we're not doing too bad for day 3. We got some deers over here. I'm not really sure I can kill any of them, though. And I'm getting too hungry to stick around anyway. Let's head out. Yeah, we gotta go east. Wait, a boar. I have to kill that. Well, I'm already hungry. I may as well put the torch in my offhand while I try to run this guy down. But this boar might be a female. Yeah, it's a sow, so it might not actually turn around and... Oh, okay, it's attacking. Fuck. Way too hungry for this shit. Oh my god, a shiver. Fuck it. That boar gets to live. He's just causing me so much trouble, right? Let's go home. I don't even have any bandages right now, so I need to try to find some berries or other food in transit. Or flax grain, that'll do. If I can get some. Nice. Hey, it's something. It'll stop the starvation. Sucks that we couldn't kill that boar, but the hunting trip is already successful. Already. Hopefully I can find some berry bushes on the way home. Or something. Because we still have to grab our cooking pot and then make the meals, you know? Hey, I still have one more bandage. Right on. Okay, bunch of shit is now done. Let's grab the cooking pot. And a bowl. Okay. We'll just cook that for now. All right. So, medium hides. We got some fat. We got a couple of large hides here. I'm gonna make myself a new pair of pants. Oh, the hide hat is kind of shitty. Okay, new pants. Gotta apologize for those noises. My character's starving. That's just the noise he makes when he's hungry. Deposit the seeds. Bones. Flax fiber. Resin. Get rid of the hide hat. Oh shit, I didn't grab a bowl. I grabbed an oil lamp. Let's just grab a bunch of shit now that we've deposited. Animal hide. Yeah, raw hide pants. Alright, there we go. Let's head back. We need some fucking food. Once we get back there, that meat stew should be done. The hardest part of the game is over. Now I just have to try to exercise basic competence and stay alive for a reasonable length of time. We're no longer starving. I have to make a cellar. Just an improvised one, maybe. Get rid of the rawhide. Dump all that shit right there. Okay. Grab that. We can make a pretty simple improvised shelter just by digging a hole in the ground. Yeah, put that in there. Put all of our perishables in it. Nice. And then seal it up. There we go. Now, let's get started on building our house. We need one. I could pan in this water right here. We like competence, damn straight we do. Yeah, it's a running joke for my channel, man. Like, I die all the time. All the time. I'm Promethean about it. I die every day. Okay, let's take that dirt. I can't make any more bandages yet, unfortunately. Unless I was to get a horsetail around, but I don't know if there is a horsetail here. But now that I got a full belly, I don't mind looking. Yeah, we got some horsetail here. Let's make a bunch of bandages. Fuck. There's a shiver running after us. I do have a spear. Oh my god. Bro. Okay, we killed it. I need 6 more horsetails in order to make some bandages and heal up. There we go. I am used to it by now, yeah. Promethean at my core. All right, grab these. There we go. We got new bandages. Okay, let's build our house. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just like a regular rudimentary base. I'm gonna have to make some more torches in order to properly figure out the dimensions for this base. And this starter house will last us a while. Quite a while. There, I made 6 more torches. We're gonna light them all off of this one. Welcome, Auspicious. Welcome, buddy. All right, now, I'm gonna need another shovel now. At least now we're finally building a house. We have all of our ceramics done. We can move in. Okay. Right. Okay. Here we go. Two, and then the door, so right here. All right, that's a big base. We'll have enough room in here to succeed. It's a very large base, actually. This will be our cellar dimensions right here, I suppose. How do I want to do this? The longer the base, the better. You do have more room for everything, but you also need more dirt for the ceiling. All right. All right, we're gonna put the cellar right here, I think. That's our entrance. Maybe I'll leave it that way. Yeah, I like it. And then I want to have this angled wall going that way just for the aesthetics. So we can get rid of this. I'm going all out with this starter house, buddy. All out. I think I might close this up. Like that. It is nice to finally be building a home, eh? Yo, there's a fucking wolf over there. god. Second wolf. That was close. I almost got fucked. I mean, we're good. If I don't kill those babies, they'll grow up into adult wolves and threaten me later. Still feel kind of ambivalent about killing babies. Got it. It looks like our final 2 storage vessels have finished producing. Let's grab them. Son of a bitch. Got it. Well, we didn't kill it, but it's on the run. Anyway, let's grab another serving of food. I'll bet that wolf's gonna drown itself out there. Once they go into the water too deep, they don't even fucking come back. It's a stupid glitch. It shouldn't happen. The dev fucked the dog leaving it in there, but it is what it is. I would love to get the fat or the hides that could potentially be yielded, right? All right. I'm just gonna seal this up for now. I'd like to have a door here. It's just, I need to keep this place sealed. The whole cellar has to be sealed. I need to make a new knife. Yeah, for now, I'll seal that up until we can make a door, like a proper door. Dude, I'm sorry, but I can't let you guys live. You're just gonna grow up into something that fucks me up later anyway, so. Yeah, rip bozos. This is not what you deserve, but it's gotta happen. Okay. I don't know where the other baby went. Oh, there it is. I'm more concerned about where the fucking adult wolf went, but that stupid glitch is part of the game. Immersion breaking as hell, dude. Sorry, pal. Not what I wanted, but you'll just grow up and attack me later anyway, so. Rawhide mantle would require 5 small hides. I don't have that. Either way, we're gonna move everything in. We need our pantry in here, like a walk-in cellar. There we go. Okay. And so begins the grind to finish the roof. For now, though, I can move all this stuff in there. And we're gonna have to start cooking. Okay. Seal it up. Pantry's done, more or less. I'm gonna need to make a bed. Make a little spawn point. Not that it matters. If I die, the series is over anyway. Or we are permadeath. Got a lot of storage. Okay. Yeah, we can have a little door here. Made out of hay blocks until later, until we enter the metal age and we can do better. All right. Rawhide tunic, eh? Well, shit, I can make that. Yeah, right on. Cool. All right. That cooking pot is empty. We should start cooking our next batch of meals. We can do 6 at a time. So let's grab some meat. We need 24. And I'm gonna want to process those lumps of fat also. We can do it at the same time. But I will need to get some more peat soil very soon. I actually need some now. All right. I'm gonna make 2 campfires right here. Stack of firewood. Yeah, let's go get some peat soil while the sun's still up. And I need to get more dirt for finishing our base as well. Grab all that. There we go. We'll deposit that shit for now. And let me just check this. Yeah, it counts as a valid seller. Para speed is way down. Way down. Looking good. All right, let's go. I need to very quickly go on a run for peat soil, but the nearest peat is far away from here, so we may have to try to forage for some berries on the way, or mushrooms, or whatever, right? Holy shit, dude. don't really have a good open area to fight this wolf. And now I don't even have a spear. I guess we're just gonna bypass it. Alright, got more carrot seeds. I'm hoping we find more turnips or something, because carrots use the same nutrients that flax does, so it's not really convenient to get a whole bunch of it. We can make it work, it's just less than ideal. I got some black currant berries here. Nice. 9 of them. That'll keep us fed until we get back with the peat soil. We're gonna want to get a few stacks of peat. A minimum of a few. We're gonna want a lot. And I could use more cattails too. I'll also need more soil in order to finish building the house. It's been a busy 4 days, but we are now pretty much set up to... We're primed for success, essentially. We'll have a really easy time trying to plant our garden before mid-June. Alright, we're working on a 3rd stack of peat right now. I'm gonna want a lot of it. A lot. Every time I cook a full cooking pot of meat stew, we use like 9 peat, so... At least 3 stacks, probably even 4. I might even just keep digging it till the shovel breaks, for fuck's sake, but 4 is a good cutoff point. 4 stacks of peat. Get a lot done with that. Okay. Well, there we go. We got all the peat we're gonna need for a while. We got some blackberries that we can eat. big turnips. Need those. Okay. Now, I think I saw a goat over here before. I do need a little bit more red meat. So if I could hunt this fucker right here. Hang on, I gotta make more spears. Yeah. At least like 2 or 3. I'll start with 2. What's the furthest I've gotten? The furthest I've gotten, I had about an 80-hour playthrough, and I died during the Devastation quest. Yeah. I was on, like, one of the last floors. And I actually figured out what to do, but I didn't realize I had figured out what to do. So I probably wouldn't die in Devastation again if I made it. But, yeah, that is to say I've gotten really fucking far. That deer's pissed. Let's go. I have almost no flat ground for fighting it. Nice. Nailed it. All right. The more red meat we get now, the less I have to worry about food while we're trying to enter the Metal Age and build our farm. I'll try to get that goat that we heard as well. Somewhere over there. Nailed it. It has the zoomies. All right, well, take care for now, Auspicious. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy. Thank you for chilling. Let's eat the flax grain. I can use those large hides to make a new shirt. Right on. Okay, not bad. Let's get rid of that one single peat brick so I can take the bones, and now I can amalgamate the inventory contents if I hunt something else. We have bones, meat. I don't really have any medium hides. Would have to figure out how to take those, but maybe I could just put my torch in my offhand or something. Where's that goat? At present, I'm able to make 2 full cooking pots of meat stew. Oh, look at that. Whole fucking family of goats down there. Let us slaughter their young, that they may stage a rebellion spanning generations. I don't like being this close to the portal. Bro, that goat is fucking gunning for us right now. I see more turnip seeds over there. We're gonna want to grab those. Okay, the dad's over here. The mom flocked to it. I hit it. We got an aggressive deer. Run. I need an optimal arena to take it on in, like right here, where I can run in circles. Okay, very nice. Getting pretty low on my food situation though. I can't stick around much longer. I don't know if I can get these goats. We'll see. Like, I will try to finish it off, but why the fuck are you still running? That seems like a glitch. I'm way beyond the detection range. Well, I lost it now. It's just gonna keep on going out, most likely. I can't let it see me again, otherwise I will lose it. It's gonna drown itself. All right, we got it. I could use a bite to eat. I'm gonna equip my torch to the offhand, take the medium hide. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna starve a little bit until we get home, but that's fine. I don't know where the other adult goat went. Around here somewhere. I hear the fucking thing. All right, well, you know what? This hunting trip has been good enough. I think I'm just gonna head home. Okay. Hey, I think that's it. Oh, fuck. Run. He's pissed. He's on the offensive now. I mean, I killed his whole family. Like, I kind of get it. It's just... Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I just died. It's that easy, boys. It's that easy. We lost another one. Yeah, we lost another playthrough. Just so you guys know, this is how hard the game is. That's how hard it is. Like, it's never been an easy game. And although I've gotten far, it is extremely difficult to get far. Mind you, I don't know how I feel about losing a second time to basically a pit, right? But it is what it is. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. I guess I'm not keeping these, eh? All right. Well, what time is it? 3:25? Oh, fuck. It's a little early to call it quits for the day, isn't it? Maybe I'll just play State of Decay 2 again. We're running out of games to play. Yeah, I don't know, Claire. I don't even... I barely feel motivated to keep playing something for the day. Yeah, I'm still on the tail end of quitting smoking, so everything feels kind of bleh right now. All right. Yeah, I don't really know. I could try subsistence maybe, but that's not any easier. It's extremely hard. I wouldn't be likely to succeed with it, and I don't have the motivation right now while I'm quitting smoking to do it. Yeah, I don't know. We still have... I saw that there was like an underwater update for LF Sunsets. Yeah, maybe I'll just start dinner early or something. Pop off of here. Oh, try to find something to do. Yeah, I could even sit outside if Susie's family's out there. Spend some time with them. All right. Well, thank you very much for chilling. I appreciate your company, guys. Claire, I'm sorry I got to take off. I'm not feeling it, you know? I lost my State of Decay 2 series. I lost Vintage Story. And that sucks because that's 2 times in Vintage Story where I basically ended up just dying after a few hours of getting invested. It's brutal, dude. It's like that sometimes. It's really hard to play Wilderness Survival Permadeath. It really is. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna pop off of here. I'm gonna just do whatever for the rest of the night, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to keep on playing some stuff. Alrighty, I'm gonna get started on our food for tonight as well. I'll see you tomorrow, Claire. You take care. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night and a wonderful sleep or a great rest of your day, depending on your hemisphere. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace out.